Hello and welcome to this lesson on the DG Melodeon for the tunes The Eagle and Ranting Ross. I play these tunes together in my Morris side. I play for a ladies' Morris side and they do a dance called Stockport, sometimes known as Little More, to these two tunes, and they go really well together, I think. So we're in the key of G major, and because of that all the notes on the G row, that's the row nearest to the bellows, will have the normal egg-shaped heads, and all the notes on the D row, that's the outside row here, will have the diamond-shaped heads on my music sheet. It's 4/4 timing. For some reason or another, the time signature's got missed off this piece of music. I probably chose to hide it for some reason, but anyway, it is 4/4. We're counting in fours, so it's a pretty straightforward bit of timing. So the first tune is called The Eagle, and I have absolutely no idea why it's spelt in that way with the G-E-L on the end instead of G-L-E. I have tried to research it on the internet, but I can't find an answer, so if you know, please do get in touch with me. But anyway, the first tune is called The Eagle, and the A part, quite weirdly, is just right hand only. There's no left hand to this at all. Obviously you could put one to it if you wanted to. When we play this from the Morris side, we have 3 or 4 Melodeons playing it and a piano accordion with a big bass drum thumping the on beat behind it, and it's actually, you know, a pretty impressive sound. So this is the A part of The Eagle. And that leads straight into the B part. Now my Melodeon is tuned fairly wet, not very wet. That means to say that the reeds are tuned apart a bit. You get a lovely beating sound. You can probably hear that there. And as I say, with several Melodeons tuned thus, it sounds really, really nice. Really big sound. So your start note, and you can see it's written at the top of the page there, it's G, G row, button 6 if you've got a third button start, button 7 if you've got a fourth button start, finger 2, and it's on the push, so it's this note. The timing of the first part is 1, 2, 3, 4, and. The first note is a minim, it's held for 2 beats, then you have a crotchet on beat 3, same note, and then you pull out on the same button to get the note F, and you go over to the D row with finger 3 to get the E note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So 2 notes on the push, 2 notes on the pull. Okay. By the way, have your left hand ready for when you want to do the B part of this. And I should mention ahead of time here that we're going to do something a little bit different here with our left hand. Normally I say use your fourth finger on these 2 buttons, third finger on these 2 buttons, second on these 2, first on these 2. But because of the nature of this piece, you may find that pretty uncomfortable. So I'm going to suggest doing what a lot of Melodeon players do, and that's bring the third finger down for these 2 buttons, so for the bass notes of G, D, and of course C, and use your second finger for the respective chords. So for the G major chord, D major chord, and the C major chord, use your second finger in both directions. In other words, we're not going to use our little finger on the basses. I mean, you can do if you want. I must admit, I have tried to do that to sort of maintain my style, but I find my fingers start to ache quite quickly in this because it's fairly brisk. So you might want to just sort of adapt your left hand. If you've been having other lessons with me, then you might want to adapt your left hand position for this. If you do that anyway, then it won't be a problem. Have your left hand ready through the bass strap, third finger ready, so that it's not a surprise when it happens. Now bar 2, you've got 1 note on the pull and then 3 on the push. So the note on the pull is F, okay, which you've already played in the previous bar, finger 2. Okay, then finger 1 on the note, the button above it, which gives you D on the push, and then you come back to the F on the D row, okay, third finger. You play 2 F notes in this bar, one is here and one is here. Okay, so the one on the G row is on the pull, the one on the D row is on the push. So it's, so put those 2 bars together, 1, 2, 3, 4.